I'm standing in the hallway where the paint is starting to peel, wondering if any of the things you said were ever really real. You told me we were solid, built on stone and holy ground, but the foundation started shaking the second you weren't around. I saved every voicemail, every "I'll be home by 10". Now I'm playing back the static over and over again. You spoke of silver linings and a house upon the hill, but the echoes in these empty rooms are all I have to fill. Words are only feathers until they hit the floor, and I can't sweep up the pieces of forever anymore. You were an architect of shadow, a builder of the air, leaving me with blueprints of a love that wasn't there. It was just empty promises wrapped in golden lace, a hollow kind of heartbeat in a cold and lonely place. You swore you'd never leave me, swore you'd always be the one, but you vanished like a vapor at the rising of the sun. Now I'm drowning in the maybe, I'm choking on the why, watching every always fall like rain from a leaden sky. Yeah, my heart is just a witness to the way a dream can die on nothing but empty promises and a beautiful lie. I remember how you looked at me when you said we grow old, but the fire in your eyes was just a story that you told. You promised me a garden, but you never brought the rain, just a row of plastic roses to cover up the pain. I traded in my future for a seat beside your throne. Now I'm sitting in the wreckage and I'm sitting here alone. It's a heavy kind of lessons when the words begin to rust, and you realize your forever was just a handful of dust. Don't tell me that you meant it, don't say you tried your best, not with the weight of all your absence sitting heavy on my chest. A promise is a tether, a promise is a bond, but you cut the rope and left me drifting out into the beyond. You're a master of the exit, you're a ghost of used to be, while I'm the only one still bound to what you said to me. It was just empty promises wrapped in golden lace, a hollow kind of heartbeat in a cold and lonely place. You swore you'd never leave me, swore you'd always be the one, but you vanished like a vapor at the rising of the sun. Now I'm drowning in the maybe, I'm choking on the why, watching every always fall like rain from a leaden sky. Yeah, my heart is just a witness to the way a dream can die on nothing but empty promises and a beautiful lie. Just words, just breathing on the wind of pain, just sounds that don't mean a thing in the rain. You promised, but you didn't stay. You promised, then you walked away. Empty, so empty, just like the space you left in me. Kept your words like coins inside a jar, thinking they'd buy us a trip to the stars. You said I was the anchor in your storm, the only place you'd ever feel safe and warm. I built my world on the things you swore were true, painting every gray sky a permanent went blue. I ignore the cracks, I ignore the shifting sand, just to keep the feeling of your heart inside my hand. But the ink is running out, the pages are wet, and I'm paying for a dream I haven't finished yet. I was a blind man dancing on the edge of a ledge, while you were sharp and cold as a winter's edge. And all the lies I believe, they're the hardest to break. Every always and only was a beautiful mistake. I wore them like a crown, I wore them like a shield. Now I'm bleeding out alone in an empty field. I traded my truth for the comfort of your breath. Now I'm loving a ghost and I'm scared to death. It's a long way down from the heights you achieved on the wings of the lies, the lies I believe. You told me we were different, a rare kind of fun, that you left all your secrets and your baggage behind. I believe that the silence meant you had nothing to hide, not that you were hollow and empty inside. I see the truth now, like a glare on the glass, watching every memory turn to ash in the grass. You didn't love me, you just loved the way I cared, and the oxygen I gave you was the only air you shared. Was it easy to say? Did it taste like a sin to watch me open up and let the poison in? I feel like a fool for the trust that I gave, building a home on the top of a grave. But the worst part of all, as the daylight recedes, is how much I still want the very thing that bleeds. It's a long way down from the heights you achieved on the wings of the lies, the lies I believe. I'll never leave, that was my favorite one. You're all I need, now look what you've done. I'm picking up the pieces of a life deceived, drowning in the lies, the beautiful lies, the lies I believe. I'm sitting on the porch as the sun begins to set, playing back the movies that I haven't finished yet. I see you in the garden with the dirt upon your knees. I hear your laughter dancing through the branches of the trees. But when I reach to touch you, the colors start to bleed, and I'm left here with a hunger that I no longer can feed. The house is full of echoes, the hallways are too wide. Since you took the light of living and you moved it all outside, say that love's a fever, they say that love is blind, but they don't tell you it's a phantom that you leave behind. I'm a caretaker of shadows, the keeper of the flame, in a world that's forgotten how to speak your beautiful name. Now love is just a memory, a ghost inside my head, a collection of the whispers and the things we never said. It's a photograph that's fading, it's a song I can't quite hum, it's the waiting for a footstep that I know will never come. I'm living in the used to be, I'm frozen in the past, holding on to something that was never meant to last. So it's a heavy kind of heaven, it's a lonely kind of glory, when love is just a memory at the ending of the story. I found your old umbrella by the coat rack in the hall, still leaning there as if it's waiting for the rain to fall. I can't bring myself to move it, I can't throw away the key, even though I know you're never coming back to me. I'm memorizing details, the way you took your tea, the way you looked at sunsets like a captive set at liberty. I'm terrified of waking up and finding you've turned gray, that the edges of your image have all started to fray. Is there a place where memories go when they have no heart to hold? Do they turn into the starlight? Do they wither in the cold? I'm fighting off the winter, I'm fighting off the years, trying to keep your face from washing out beneath these tears. Because if I lose the memory, then I lose a part of me that learned how to be happy, that learned how to be free. Just a memory, like the scent of rain on the street. Just a memory, bitter but so very sweet. I'll keep you in the silence, I'll keep you in the night, until the memory finally turns to light. Love is a memory, and you're mine to keep. I found an old ticket stuffed in the pocket of my coat, from that movie we hated back when we were afloat. It's yellowed at the edges, brittle and thin, just like the state of the skin I'm still in. I walk past the park where we carved out our names, but the bark has grown over and covered the claims. It's a strange kind of morning for a person still living, to realize how much of my soul I was given. The seasons are shifting, the leaves turn to gold, but I'm stuck in a story that's already told. I'm a ghost in the hallway of a house we once built, drowning in silence and a strange sense of guilt. Oh, I'm haunted by the love of our past, built on a promise that was never meant to last. I see us in the windows of the cafes downtown, before the weight of the world pulled our ship down to drown. It's a beautiful tragedy, a cinematic end, losing my lover and my very best friend. Now I'm just a shadow that the sun couldn't cast, living on the crumbs of the love of our past. I try to delete all the prints from my phone, but I can't erase the way you felt like my home. The scent of your laundry still lingers on the breeze, bringing me back to my shaking weak knees. Do you remember the night that we danced in the rain, or did you wash out the joy to get rid of the pain? I'm keeping the records you left on the shelf while I try to remember how to be just myself. They say that we change every 7 long years, that we wash out ourselves with a fountain of tears. So maybe the me that you loved is now gone, and the you that I missed didn't make it to dawn. We're just two different people with the same history, locked in a cage of what used to be. Oh, I'm haunted by the love of our past, built on a promise that was never meant to last. I see us in the windows of the cafes downtown, before the weight of the world pulled our ship down to drown. It's a beautiful tragedy, a cinematic end, losing my lover and my very best friend. Now I'm just a shadow that the sun couldn't cast, living on the crumbs of the love of our past. The love of our past. It's a flickering light, the love of our past. In the middle of the night, I'm letting go of all the weed, I'm setting you free, but I'll always remember how it felt to be the love of our past. Ooh. I'm looking at our names carved in the old oak tree, and wondering who those people were supposed to be. We had the map spread out, we had the compass set, but we're just two strangers now, drowning in regret. I try to force the puzzle, try to make the edges fit, but the fire didn't die, we just ran out of wood for it. It's not for lack of trying, and it's not for lack of tears, it's just the slow erosion of the passing of the years. We were a beautiful collision, a spark against the dark, but we couldn't keep the rhythm, we couldn't find the spark. I'm letting go of the forever that I held on to so tight, and stepping out of the shadow of our final lonely night. Candles in the park, and I wonder what they know. If they have a secret garden where the flowers actually grow. We were all thorns and thistles, we were all storm and gale, writing a tragic epic when we want a fairy tale. I don't hate you for the leaving, I don't blame you for the break. I'm just mourning every single choice we didn't get to make. You're a lesson I've learned, you're a scar I'll always wear. Prove that sometimes love is just a ghost inside the air. They say the stars burn brightest right before they finally fall, and we gave the world a show before we lost it all. But a masterpiece of wreckage is still wreckage in the light, and I'm tired of being the hero in a losing uphill fight. We were right for the season, but we're wrong for the life. Now I'm cutting the tether with a dull and rusted knife. To grow old, not meant to be the story told. Just a chapter, just a phase, just a flicker in the haze. I'm moving on, because I finally see maybe we were meant. Maybe it was just you and me for a little while. The sun came up at 7, but the sky is looking wrong. The birds are in the garden, but I can't find the song. I poured a glass of water and I left it on the shelf. I'm a stranger in this body, I don't recognize myself. The gravity is shifting, I'm floating off the floor. Ever since your shadow vanished through the hallway door, I'm looking at the blueprints of the life we try to build. But the rooms are full of static and the air is never filled. 2 and 2 is 5 today, the red is turning blue. The north is pointing south because I'm looking for you. Logic is a lantern with a flicker in the glass, watching every certain thing just shatter in the grass. And nothing makes sense anymore, nothing feels real. I've forgotten how to move and I've forgotten how to feel. The clock is ticking backwards and the rain is falling up. I'm drinking down the silence from a broken crystal cup. How can the world keep turning when my axis fell away? How can there be a tomorrow when I'm stuck in yesterday? It's a long dark winter on a desert floor. Since you left, nothing makes sense anymore. I went to buy the bread we like, but I forgot the name. Everything is different, but it looks exactly the same. Your side of the closet is a vacuum in the wall. I'm waiting for the winter, but it's already the fall. I try to read the headlines, but the words are just a blur. I'm looking for the person that I used to be with her. I'm shouting at the ceiling, but the ceiling doesn't care. It's hard to breathe the oxygen when you're not in the air. They say that life has reasons, they say there is a plan, but I'm holding all the pieces in my trembling empty hands. If love was the equation, then the answer's gone to zero. I'm the villain of a story where I used to be the hero. Nothing fits the puzzle, nothing hits the mark. I'm just a broken radio crying in the dark. And nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing feels real. I've forgotten how to move and I've forgotten how to feel. The clock is ticking backwards and the rain is falling up. I'm drinking down the silence from a broken crystal cup. How can the world keep turning when my actions fell away? How can there be a tomorrow when I'm stuck in yesterday? It's a long dark winter on a desert floor. Since you left, nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense. I found a receipt in a jacket I rarely wear, from that little diner, the one with the broken chair. The date is a ghost of a time when the world was right, before the frost came in and swallowed up the light. We were laughing at nothing, sharing a plate of fries. I didn't see the goodbye hiding in your eyes. The sun was hitting the window, turning your head to gold. A beautiful secret that never felt like it would get old. If I had known the clock was winding down in spring, I would have memorized the way you said everything. I would have slowed the spin of the earth beneath our feet, just to stay in that moment, so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I'm living in the memory of our last happy day, before the clouds rolled in and turned the blue to gray. We were reckless and easy, we were golden and free, with no idea that you would soon be used to be. I trade all my tomorrows for one more afternoon, before the song was over and the strings went out of tune. Now I'm just a shadow of a love that passed away, holding on to the light of our last happy day. We walked through the park and the leaves were still on the trees. There was a gentle warmth carried on the breeze. You pointed at a cloud that looked like a paper plane, and I didn't feel the sting of the coming hurricane. I remember the song that was playing on the radio, a melody that followed everywhere we used to go. It was just a normal tune missing all the treasures that we had to leave behind. The way you held my hand, the way you didn't let go. How was I supposed to see the cracks begin to show? It's the cruelty of the time and the silence of the shift, watching the person I love slowly start to drift. Oh, I'm living in the memory of our last happy day, before the clouds rolled in and turned the blue to gray. We were reckless and easy, we were golden and free, with no idea that you would soon be used to be. I trade all my tomorrows for one more afternoon, before the song was over and the strings went out of tune. Now I'm just a shadow of a love that passed away, holding on to the light of our last happy day. Felt so small before the long night, before the big fall. I'm still in that diner, I'm still in that sun, before you were leaving, before we were done. Our last happy day. I'll keep it, I'll keep it. I used to complain about the TV being too loud, or how you'd hum along to songs while drifting in a cloud. I tell you to be quiet when I was trying to sleep, but now the quiet is a mountain, jagged and steep. The kettle's finished boiling, but there's no one here to call. Just the ticking of the clock echoing off the wall. The floorboards used to rhythm beneath your heavy tread. Now they're holding up the ghosts of the things we never said. I'm turning up the radio just to drown out the air, but the static only tells me that you're no longer there. I'm a prisoner of the hush, a victim of the calm, looking for the friction of your hand inside my ground. Now the silence fills the room like a rising tide. There's nowhere left to run and there's nowhere left to hide. It's heavy in the curtains, it's hanging from the lights. The loudest thing I've ever heard on these lonely nights. I'm screaming in my spirit, but the air is stone and cold. Living in a story that's been finished and been told. It's a definite weight, it's a shadow in the gloom. Oh, the silence fills the room. I dropped a spoon this morning and the clatter was so sharp. It felt like someone pulled a string and broke a hollow heart. I waited for you, are you okay, from the other side? But the absence of your voice is a wound that's opening night. I'm reading all your books just to feel the pages turn, looking for a spark while I watch the candles burn. But the smoke doesn't whisper and the shadows don't speak, and the strength I thought I had still plays? Or is there someone new filling up your empty space? I'm haunted by the almost and the what if we had stayed before the music ended and the final record played. Now I'm shouting at the emptiness, begging for a sound, while the silence builds a fortress on this hollow ground. Now the silence fills the room like a rising tide. There's nowhere left to run and there's nowhere left to hide. It's heavy and the curtains is hanging from the lights. The loudest thing I've ever heard on these lonely nights. I'm screaming in my spirit but the air is stone and cold. Living in a story that's been finished and been told. It's a definite weight, it's a shadow in the gloom. Oh, the silence fills the room. Can you hear it? The sound of a heart going dry. Shh. Can you feel it? The weight of a quiet goodbye. It's in the corners, it's in my bed. I'm still wearing the watch that stopped the day you left. A frozen piece of silver of every hour bereft. I haven't changed the sheets or moved the shoes beside the door. I'm terrified of losing what's not there anymore. The calendar is dusty, stuck on a Friday in July. Back when we was a word that didn't make me wanna die. I'm walking through a museum where the exhibits are all you, and I'm the lonely curator with nothing left to do. The world is moving forward, the cars are rushing by underneath the brand new sun in a different kind of sky. But I'm a record skipping on a scratch you didn't mend, trying to find a middle in a story with an end. Oh, I'm stuck in the past like a ghost in the hall, waiting for a shadow that will never reach the wall. I'm breathing in the memories, I'm choking on the thin, wishing I could wake up in your arms just once again. Time is a river that I'm trying to swim against, behind the wire of a love that was never truly fenced. It's a long, lonely winter and the shadows are so fast, and I'm just a prisoner stuck in the past. I went to that cafe, the one where we first met. I ordered for us both, a habit I can't quit yet. The waitress looked at me with pity in her eyes as I talked to the empty chair and told it all my lies. I'm replaying every argument, searching for the turn, watching all the bridges that I didn't mean to burn. I'm living in the reruns of a show that's been canceled by a heart that was colder than I ever could have handled. They say it's been a year, man, you gotta let it go, but they don't see the roots that are buried deep below. How can I find a future when the present feels so wrong, when I'm still singing verses to a long forgotten song? I'm a kite without a string, I'm a bell without a tone, stuck in a yesterday where I wasn't all alone. like a ghost in the hall, waiting for a shadow that will never reach the wall. I'm breathing in the memories, I'm choking on the thin, wishing I could wake up in your arms just once again. Time is a river that I'm trying to swim against, behind the wire of a love that was never truly fenced. It's a long, lonely winter and the shadows are so vast, and I'm just a prisoner stuck in the past, stuck in the past, where your key still turns the lock. Stuck in the past, where we don't look at the clock. We're stuck in the past. The world's in 2025, but I'm still back in the rain, holding on to the ghost, holding on to the ghost, holding on to the pain, holding on to the pain. Still here, still waiting, still the curtains are still drawn against the Monday morning glare. I'm tangled in the sheets, breathing in the stale and empty air. I thought I had a handle, thought I finally found my feet, but today the thought of you is like a wave I can't defeat. I saw a box of cereal, the kind you used to buy, and I sat down on the kitchen floor and started to cry. It's not a grand disaster, no thunder in the sky, just the slow waking realization of a permanent goodbye. Yesterday I made it through without a single tear. I told my friends the ghost was gone, that I had conquered every fear. But grief is like a tide that moves according to the moon, and I've been pulled back under way too deep and way too soon. Oh, it's just a bad day, the one that breaks the line, the one where I stop lying and admit I'm not doing fine. The progress that I traded for a little bit of peace has vanished in the shadow of a pain that won't decrease. I'm sliding down the mountain that I spent a month to climb, lost inside a second that's been frozen out of time. It's a heavy hollow and it's getting in my way. God, I'm drowning in the middle of the bad day, yeah. I tried to call my sister, but I hung up on the tone, because I'm terrified of speaking and feeling more. I walked into the bathroom and I saw your favorite brush, and the silence in the hallway felt like a physical crush. I'm wearing your old hoodie just to feel the extra weight, like a substitute for destiny or proxy for our fate. I know tomorrow might be better, I know the sun will rise, but right now I'm just staring through these tired, stinging eyes. They don't tell you that the healing isn't just a straight ahead road, it's a jagged, broken circle under a heavy shifting load. Some days you are the fire, some days you are the ash, some days you're the pilot, some days you're just the crash. And today I'm just the wreckage, scattered on the shore, wondering why I'm fighting for a heart that's no longer mine anymore. Oh, in a string of better ones. Just a bad day before the morning comes. I'll just sit here in the dark. I'll just wait for it to pass, waiting for the pieces to stop feeling like they're glass. It's just a bad day.